Hello and good morning. Today I'm going to show you on how to put these springs on these heads. Why? Because I'm going to degree the cams and I don't want stiff springs when I'm degreeing a cam. I'm going to take the tension away by just using these springs, so when I want to adjust my cams I'm also not fighting anything. And if these valves were to actually touch the pistons, you're pushing against something like this instead of something incredibly stronger, and could bend your valve, and then you got to get another valve. Now I doubt that would happen, but you should always take precautions. And I'm going to use I don't know what this is called, but this is going to be like the retaining clip thing, and I'm able to stick the measuring devices on here a lot easier. So there's not much lip on these things, and it kind of rolls off. It's kind of a beveled edge, so there's not a lot of grip on there, so you're going to be fighting with that and run a risk of bending something. Now let's see here, exhaust side, this is intake side. Okay, intake side, so yeah, that makes sense. Maybe a little bit gooey the last time I used it. And I'm going to be removing the valves out of cylinder 6 and 1. Just snug it up. It's flush, it's not going anywhere. You don't have to crank on these things. Now there's a special kind of grease that these come with. You don't want to just use regular WD-40 because you're pushing a lot of force on this aluminum bracket to remove the valve spring. And you can use just grease, just plain grease, but yeah, this came with something. Later on I'll show you the brand of this kit and the part number and stuff. Now these are kind of mass produced in a way. I mean, they're not refined. I had to take a thread chaser through these, clean them all up, because even running it dry and it was just kind of having a little bit of hang-ups, I don't want to be dumping little micro shavings of metal into my head. And another good thing about this heavy grease, if there were to be any shavings, it's just going to stick to that this sludge. I wouldn't even call it grease. I'm going to get it in a fixed position. I'll turn it on her side so you can see what's going on. I'll remove some of the stuff that won't fall anywhere. And if you're going to lap the valves, you have to have this tool anyways. I don't know if that's going to give you the best angle, but it's what I got. All right. I'm going to get the keepers out, the valve keepers. Everything's fresh in this, so this should be really easy to do. It's kind of nice. There's one. These are brand new keepers. I don't want to lose them. It's really funny, the stuff you can buy that's not that much. These are OEM keepers for the valves. They really weren't that much. But if you're going to buy anything other than 4, you better go through like MMR or somewhere that has a reputation of quality. Oh, yeah, I can't forget this guy over here. Oh. And yes, I don't get endorsed or no one pays me nothing, so I'm just showing these. Now for Chevys, Mopar, and like really old Ford stuff, this is good. But modular, no. There's no good. If you want to work on your Coyote motor or your 4.6, this is the place to go. They got everything you need. The best quality. It's a little pricey, but some of the stuff's cheap. Yeah, like the freeze plugs, best quality. They always fit. Modular head shop. But it's kind of like, I don't know what to say, but you're going to spend a lot of money on high performance stuff, and you're going to pay dearly for the best. Well, you're going to save a lot of money go through them buying the simple things, because where they make their money is doing head work. This is going to come out. You can see the difference. It's just enough. Plus, this is a beveled edge. This one has a raised edge and a little area that's sunken in. Yeah. Oh. Whoops, I don't need those keepers. I'll just store them on here. All right, next step, get my spring here. And I'm only going to do one of these for the video. You kind of get the idea. This may be kind of like a weak spring, but it still has some tension on it. So typically, you're not going to do this sideways, so I'm having a little bit of difficulty. Another nice thing about a beveled edge, it hooks onto this thing really easy, but I don't know how well it's going to hook onto this. It doesn't slide around. And then of course the valve drops too, I bet. Yeah. No, it didn't. Suppose Modular Head Shop has a better adapter just for these. I haven't watched all their videos, but if you want to learn it the right way the first time, you can watch videos with Jordan, Modular Head Shop, down there in Florida. I like a lot of other videos too. There's always so much to learn on the internet. Even my wedding ring's in the way. So yeah, you're going to learn from my difficulties, and I can see why some people don't want to use these. That, or they just don't buy the kit. I'm going to try something. Voila! Yeah. And just a heads up, this won't work on a 454 Chevy. These keepers, not the keepers, but the retaining clip. I don't know what you want to call these things. But there's various sizes for various motors. And this came with a kit I got from Speedway Motorsports, but I'm not working on one of those classics. Sometimes you just don't need to fight, you just gotta loosen up something. And I always encourage you guys to not watch my video, watch everyone's video. When I was learning how to weld, we had 3 welding instructors. Now guess what? On one particular weld, this one guy gave me the best ideas, and I was really good. And in another type of weld, the other instructor was really good at teaching me. Yeah. So now you see it's on. There. I gotta put the keepers in now. camera's still on what I'm doing. Yeah. And my camera crew's gone today. My little girl's at school. Well, she's not really a little anymore, but. Yeah, I think the valve is going down. So I don't want to lose that. So I hope you're watching and learning from my hassle. There you go. Valve went up. That's kind of why I don't do a lot of videos. Is something's always awkward to get something done. Now, a couple ways you can put this in: a magnet, but then you got to pull the magnet off. You can use like a little bit of grease and it kind of sticks, and then it will go right on. I hope this 15-20 minute video doesn't turn into a 45-minute video. Just get keepers in. Now this stuff's not that sticky. It's a assembly lube. If the valve stays and doesn't get bent, I'm going to turn on its side. Oh, that went in. Usually I use my flashlight on my phone, but you know, it's being used. Well, this probably needs to go down more. Just remember, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Always remember that when you're working on a car. If you don't have enough time to fix it right the first time, you're going to be really irritated the next time. You know, how are you going to find the time to do it right? All right. Oh, something happened. I don't know. I don't want to make a mess. See, one keeper's on. Now I could keep the other one on. Nice thing about a little bit of oil, it kind of sticks on too. There's just some assembly oil. Yeah, I got a nice little thing of Permatex, and now I don't know where it is. So this stuff my dad gave me because he likes to build. Well, he don't like to build, but he builds Harley motors every once in a while. It's a lot of work. All right. I probably better set this so it doesn't turn sideways on me. Bam. I think the new keepers kind of go on a little bit easier too. Having an extra set of heads, I was trying to put the keepers back on. I was also teaching myself. These new ones are just spot on perfect. Always replace your keepers whenever you do a head job, or whenever you take them apart anyways, because they vibrated and molded to a specific spot. There we go. Actually, get a better angle. There you go. All right, the spring's not straight, but it doesn't really rest on anything. See? You can't do that with this. But if I could push it down with my thumb, if there is a chance of the piston just touching it that much, especially with a low-B cam, long duration cam, you're going to want to have this. Now, I'm running a factory LSC cam, luxury sports coupe cam, and I compared it to the cam that comes in the Lincolns, the SUVs. According to the research, they're the same as the Cobra cam for the supercharger. Was it 2003, 2004? However long they had that supercharged Cobra. But it's forced induction. The older cams have longer duration and it's a much better cam. So this LSC, I'll find out what the duration is on that, and then I'll tell you guys on the video. But it's not like the 280 horse cam. It's much different. They say this motor's 290 horse and 290 foot-pounds of torque. But Ford and a lot of companies, what they do is they underrate in their vehicles. So say you sell a vehicle and it underperforms, well, there's a big lawsuit. When they went to the Type C heads, they promised these big numbers on the Cobras, and they're underperforming in different environments. And maybe some smog regulation changed some stuff. I'm not sure. I'm sure it could have been a quick, easy fix, but they stopped making them for like a year or two. And then they just went straight to the supercharger to save face and kick ass. Well, thanks for watching my video, and God bless and have a nice day.